Alrighty, there, Defy 7. We're finally at the finish line. I am going straight into the Dare Defy. I'm not even touching the story chapter, and that's because I'm trying to get some sleep. I did get a Tekken 8 code to play later today, so you know, I want to be well rested, or at least get a little bit of sleep before I start that up. That stream will be going live, I think around 1, 2 a.m., depending on when I wake up. But I'm going to try and get on that as soon as I can, because that looks like a lot of fun. And anyway, we did pull for a Rosa FR, and we did pull for a BT as well. I got like 3 copies of her FR, like 1 for each, or it was like 2 on purple tickets and then 1 on the free pull. And I was like, you know, my luck's pretty good. I'll go for gems for Rosa BT. That seems pretty good. And then the BT, you know, just didn't show up, so I'm kind of a little sad about that. You know, she took me to pity when I wasn't expecting to go to pity, so a little bummed out about that. But you know, it is what it is. Sometimes you get real lucky, and sometimes you get kind of pooped on. But that's just the way gotchas work, man. That's just the way they work. And Rosa being able to extend her own buffs is actually very good for her FR charging capabilities. Very strong. Here I think we're good to go. Yeah, I think we're good to go. Here we're just going to go ahead and wholly cross it up. And for this fight in particular, like, he is going to try and reduce our HP a lot. And the only HP we're really concerned with is the HP poison from the start of our turns. When he actually reduces us to 10%, that doesn't count against our score, but it does make us much easier to kill. And that's what we want to make sure, you know, we don't die for the most part. We'll be able to heal up throughout the fight fairly easily. Here, I think we actually need to high wind just to get that on real quick. The Vital Crusher debuff. And Aranea, you know, an excellent single target damage shield. I'm not sure if we're actually going to need our BT phase for Aranea, but it is cool to have. It is nice to have up. What do I have on her? Oh, I have, I'll hold off on the shell for now. I think what I'm going to do here is, because we can't actually delay this guy, so I'm actually just going to go ahead and refresh my overhead while I still can do it. Because Dragoon Dive, you know, is a pretty good single target, but I think the overhead is fine. And Paine, you know, she's going to be here just for the excellent FR condition she has. We're actually going to freeze choker this guy, just so, you know, he poses no threat to the party on his own turns. And he is going to get a little bit of a aura debuff for the most part, but with all of Rosa's buffs, I think we'll be fine. And I don't remember if no, Aranea should be taking extra turns, because I went into high wind into LD, and while she doesn't break delay, she can still take the extra turn for herself, which is nice. And this turn order actually worked out perfectly. I do want to act once with Aranea just so I could get a buff on her, because I do need 6 buffs on the party total. Yeah, and luckily we kept the overclock, so that's good. That's what we wanted to maintain, the overclock. And here we'll just go ahead and... Actually, I was supposed to Dragoon Dive there. Ah, whatever, it's fine. Aranea does so much damage that I don't think this is actually going to matter. And what we're actually going to do here is we're actually going to set our overclock. Just because... where is it? It's over here. I want to set this just because this is a buff I want to maintain. Actually, what fell off? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, what I think fell off there was her EX buff. That might have been important. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. The team comp is a little awkward because I want buffs on at all times, but Aranea's, you know, are fairly short duration. You see, and we got to Rosa in a good time, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, we have 6 on the whole party. Perfect. That means that his FR time won't actually kill us right away, and that's good. Oh, and actually, her stacks from Wish Fulfillment, actually, I think they count towards Paine's FR. That actually worked out perfectly. That was a little bit of synergy I actually didn't see. Ah, whatever. Aim time. Actually, I don't think I've ever done a Aranea BT phase in this game yet. Now that I think about it, I don't know what her BT phase will look like. Use LD beforehand for free skill use? Interesting. I don't think I'll do that. I just read through it and I was like, you know what? I think we're good actually. Let's just go ahead and dive bomb real quick. Just so we can get some HP damage up aura going. And I do believe this guy heals the majority of the damage we're going to be doing with these echoes. So a little unfortunate. But I don't think it's the end of the world. Just because Paine will be taking an extra turn here as well. But it just means we'll have the gauge pretty maxed out by the time we are doing damage again. And honestly, I don't think we're even going to need this much damage. Like, there's a lot of thresholds here, but they're mostly just reducing our HP to 10% or some shit. You know, they're fairly unimportant. And I think, we should be good to go. Yeah, Paine's already maxed out, so she's giving, you know, there's a big debuff aura here. But not only is that going to get cancelled with Rosa's FR Echo, but we are actually just going to go ahead and have a buck ton of auras of our own. You know, basically mitigate it to the point where it doesn't really matter. I don't know if Arenea's overhead counts. Oh wait, no, we have Paine's buff. It's not going to matter if it counts or not. We already have another one. Bagoosh. Oh, that's right, I have the Paladin Cecil Spheres on Rosa. So thematically that also kind of works out. It's kind of funny. I wonder how this extra turn works, because we got an extra turn from Pumice Feather, but she also gives herself an extra turn from Break. And here I actually want to EX, because I do believe that's what's about to fall off. Yeah, Magic Armament. Let's see, 6 turns of high speed maneuver? Where does Armament come from? Is this from High Wind, or is this from Dragoon Dive? That's from Dragoon Dive. Oh, let's just go ahead and refresh it. It's probably not even going to matter all that much in the grand scheme of things. But I don't know, I like to keep my buffs up. Maybe I'm one of those weirdos that just like, I don't need to do it like that, but I like to do it like that. Wow, that batteried for a lot. I do have 2 Pestle Spears on her, maybe that's why. Wow, we still haven't, oh, what, did Aranea's, cancel that? Interesting. I thought for sure that was only, Rosa that did that. Oh, whatever, as well. I guess the extra turn on Paine would be nice, just because I feel like I always max out Dress Sphere last. It's not like the biggest buff in the world, but I do like to, you know, have everything maxed for the most part. Yeah, we won't be able to abuse any extra turn shenanigans, with Rosa, unfortunately. But I think we'll be fine. Especially with how much damage we're going to be outputting with Aranea. Well, I think we'll be more than fine. 9 million with a Holy Blade? Yeah, and I did go through my Ultima weapons as well. And I have 4 of them maxed out. And I figured, like, with all the cores I have, it's probably not worth it to max out a 5th one. Like, you only really get 3 party members. And if I really wanted, you know, to max out an Ultima weapon for the damage dealer, I would just, you know, use my once a month thing and just build that up real quick. So really, I'm just like, it's not really worth it, at least in my opinion, to use the resources for that kind of stuff. I figured I would just have everyone else with the 50 and have 4 main Ultima weapons that I usually go through. And if I really need to, like, I'm like desperate for damage for some reason, even though Astos is right there, I'll just go ahead and craft. I'll just go ahead and craft the Ultima weapon I do need. Because I figured I'm at that point now where I'm like, I think I'm good. You know, with the roster I have of Ultima weapons, more than fine. Flare Star. He's going to get a lot of bravery, but this isn't actually an HP attack. That's just him gaining a bunch of bravery. And he's HP silenced, so even on his own turn, he's not going to be able to do much to us. Yeah, because if I remember correctly, yeah, this actually doesn't affect the score. And we'll show you right now. Actually, I think we just refreshed the EX because that's a fairly important buff if I remember correctly. High speed maneuver. I think that's what gives us the extra turns. Unless it already fell off naturally, then Lamau. I only had so much space, okay. Actually, I think this worked out perfectly for a Rosa BT time? Maybe? Yeah, because we check our score, like we're only taking 4,000, and we another 3,000 here, so 7,000 technically. And that's just because of how the HP damage reduction works. But I think we're on course to basically be where we need to be. And Paine is going to be taking an extra turn here because of her BT effect. Yeah, I think that might have put us over the edge. Not even. We're probably at like 10,000 when it's 15,000 total. Let's go ahead and wild throttle again. I do need to refresh that EX buff. I think that's what's about to fall off on her. And it is important to maintain all of our buffs. Because if we go under and he does that thing, oh god. I think here we can go ahead and opt for a Rosa BT time. I wonder if that'll be enough. With aim? You know what? Let's try it. Why not? I got the BT. Well, I'm never going to use an Aranea BT time. I think for Rosa's BT time, we just spam aim, right? 18 million with Holy Blade. And this should heal us all. And I think it's just aim into the FR. 19 million. Yeah, it's gonna reduce it to 10%, but that actually doesn't matter. Does Holy Blade heal? I wasn't even paying attention. It does. Well, we're basically mitigating all of his poison damage to do nothing. Not too bad, Rosa. The 0 out of 5 Ultima weapon. Wow, we are healed up nicely. Let's go ahead and keep aiming at him. It's not too bad. I think if I had launching in this team, Rosa would probably be kicking this guy's ass. It's like 19 million plus an extra 16. And I think for the finish, we go for the FR Echo. Or not the Echo, just the regular FR. Interesting how this worked out. But you know what? I'm not complaining. It's roughly the same damage as their FR Echo, actually. It's like the same shit. Wow, we're 10% off? The question is, can I do 10% in, what do I need to refresh? What's more important, the LD or the EX? The EX is about to fall off is the thing. I think we actually should refresh the EX. Man, I love Rosa's animations. They're so cool. And in all honesty, I think we can go into the summon mode to charge into one last Rosa FR and finish this off. I probably could have easily finished this off with Aranea BT time. But the issue with Aranea is that she would kind of melt the boss too fast, and we wouldn't have time to heal up all the poison damage she did to herself on turn. But despite being unoptimal, I think we're actually in a pretty good spot. I do believe we need to proc that last threshold fairly quickly. We're in 2 turns of our relevant buffs. I gotta be mindful of that. I gotta press Hope FR, or the Hope call again. Because I do believe this attack, if I don't have the party fully decked out on buffs, that would just be insta-kill. And there's another reason why I didn't opt for Aranea BT time there. She would have just melted the boss and we would have just died. Or not died, but we wouldn't have completed the HP requirements. And here I'm just gonna Purification to refresh what is this called? It's like Protect and Ward or something. I don't remember the buffs names. It's been a little while since I played Hope. Let's see, what is it called? It's damage resist, magic, and fizz? Oh wow, that's fairly boring. Not the most creative naming conventions there. Bugoo. And even with 10% left to go, I think we're in a great spot. Oh wow, I wonder why the Pistol Spear didn't trigger there. He was broken, right? That's interesting. And this guy is going to be gaining a lot for his condition, but we'll be fine. And here we want to EX just to refresh that buff because, like I said, it is important to maintain all of our buffs in this fight. And we do have one more FR that we could use in Rosa's. And I'm about to run out of Paine's BT effect. I think we just go for the break attack. We've done 5%, we need to do 5 more. Can we do it in this BT time? Or in this summon phase? Actually, let's do this. Let's get our HP damage up real quick. And Seymour should do his little follow-up. And luckily it's like the last turn with all the BT auras, so he's actually going to Brave Gain a lot. Because he won't kill us with this FR attack. Or actually, he'll probably kill us with this FR attack because it is an HP. I think we have no choice but the brothers here. Now, the big question is, do I opt for Summon? Or not Summon, do I opt to just Pray spam and hope that I can get there in time? That's the real question. I have 4 Prays left. I think we could do it. Because this does extend all of our buffs, so we don't have to worry about the duration or anything like that. Oh, and we'll be doing damage in the meantime. $700k. The only thing that's going to get decreased is the BT effect here. Oh, we are doing poison damage. I just don't know how much because I have that disabled. I have those numbers disabled. Maybe I shouldn't doubt Aranea. Aranea on turn. We've already done 5%. We've already done 5% without it. Actually, it's going to end on a Rosa turn. I think we could do this. And I do believe we have to prioritize damage. How much HP attacks is this? It's 6. Actually, I think we'll be fine. I think we just do our 8 HP attacks and just hit him like crazy. And then the Holy Blade follow-up. Actually, with her BT, her damage is pretty good. That was 1.9 million with an extra 800k. Damn, that's a lot. Like, you know, a little over 2.6 million. Not too bad for support. And Aranea is going to be taking 2 turns here, so highest damage button, go. Damn, that's a lot of bravery. I think we'll be fine. I think he's actually dead here. 10% damage outside of a BT, or outside of an FR time? People said it couldn't be done. They said damage only happens in the FR time, which is mostly true. But look at this. Extra turn from Pumice Feather. I think that overwrites the extra turn from Break. That or I don't have the that buff on anymore. One of the two. 1%? I think this is over. I think we've comfortably got this in the bag. A little bit of an awkward team comp that I ran here just because of the overlapping buffs. And this boss is fairly annoying with the HP poison. Not so much that he's super dangerous, but that meeting the conditions to actually beat the fight is kind of annoying. Alright, I did use Paine's last LD already. Oh, I didn't. This should be a GG's, and if it's not, we lose. Alright, perfect, just in time. I think if we didn't kill him there for whatever reason, we would have just straight up died. But, we have re-raise, what am I talking about? There you go, boys. Dare Defy number 7. Rosa and Aranea. I'll never do an Aranea BT phase, I guess. It's just not gonna happen. And we actually met all the conditions, hooray! That's what I was like, my main concern for this fight, but we did it. Paine's BTFR, pretty good. And I do have damn, I thought I had more, or I thought I had better artifacts for Rosa. Oh, I think I did auto, and that might have replaced them. But there you go, boys. Dare Defy 7, done, completed. Take it easy. Oh, Tekken 8 tonight, Tekken 8 tonight. Can't wait.